Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you joined me today. Today is hashtag Cathy's Sewing Happiness, in which we'll have our drawing at the end of the video. But first, let's have our shout out to Lala Gamma, Dawn, Isaac Grace, Amu, Sherry, Yvette, Art Junkie, Teresa, Judy, Angel, and Joyce. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to set this aside, and we'll have our drawing at the end. All right, so I have two little pieces that we're going to make today, and what we're going to make are easy 4-pocket tuck spots. All right, I have two more that I can show you in different colors. So as you can see, this is really the same paper, just arranged differently. And how you want to do this is you want to get yourself some cardstock. Now this one is not double-sided, it's single-sided, and I have cut this to the length of 7 inches and turned it up 2. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do some corner rounding on this right as we continue. This one right here is just the one that's going to cover up our, shall we say, our back. So it's going to be our background. All right, so you could use book page here if you don't want to use another print. But I'm going to choose to use this, and I'm just going to take my Tombow glue that no longer has the label, in which I really need to grab my other one. Now see, I've printed this one on both sides. This is what I used for the base of the second one. But now this paper is, I'm skipping around here, I can feel that. I'm like, I'm skipping all the way around. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this paper right here that I'm gluing is an Artie Mays paper, and it's called William Morris. It's that collection. And then the pink paper is Chapter 1 paper, and I don't know what collection that came from. All right, so I'm going to just trim. I'm not going to do the corner. I'm just going to trim the edge. I made this a little large to fit so that I could trim it. To me, it's easier to place it on and trim it than to cut it before exactly and then try to make it fit exactly like you had it when you cut it. I have a problem with that, getting that to work for me. So I like to do it that way, to make it bigger and then cut it to fit. All right, so there we have our piece, our big piece. We folded it up and we've added our background. So basically we have one pocket. We're going to bring in another print. So it's going to be different than what you have here on this first pocket. That's the large one that you folded up. And this one happens to be about 4 by about 3. And it's going to go right here. Once again, I've made it a little larger than I needed to. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do the next one. And the next one is 4 by 3.5. So it's a different print than the second pocket. So this is the third pocket. 1, 2, 3, and then you can have the last one as the fourth right here if you choose to glue it on the page on 3 sides. All right, so now it's looking like this. Isn't that pretty? And it's so simple too, very simple. Now what I like to do is I like to find the middle, and I like to just mark on my little pockets that I have made a little tiny mark where the halfway mark is. I'm going to just stick my little, I think it's a 1/2 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to barely take out just a little bit right there. Just a little bit. It just, I don't know, I think it looks better than just straight across. It gives it a little movement. So now we have our pockets in here. The next thing I like to do before I glue it all down, I'm going to grab this Sharpie. I'm kind of crazy about this Sharpie. And if you haven't seen my videos lately, it's a Sharpie that has a chiseled edge. One end is chiseled. And I'm just lightly going to line my edge with a little bit of this ink, of marker. So I'm just going to do this just like that, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. Look at that. That just really accentuates the pocket. So I'm going to take just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink around the edge, and then we're going to do a second one just so, because I know that this first one was a little discombobulated. I could feel it. So I'm going to do another one just to help the flow a little better. All right, I'm going to show you how this looks. Now I went ahead after I did my marker, then I went ahead and I inked around the edge. As you can see, I absolutely think that looks beautiful. I really, really do. So let's go ahead and get this glued together. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to pull down the first flap, and you'll want to situate your, shall we say, situate our pockets. I guess that's the word I'm going to use because that's what they are. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue right on this side and then right on this side as well. And I'm just going to shut it. There we go, just like that. Now this one's a little off. So if it gets off, just take your scissors, trim it to fit. No worries, no frets. Your line is taken off, your black line, it's okay. You can go ahead and put it back on. It's not a problem. You can get that right back on. There we go. Looks like I need to trim this one a little more too. Look at that. Look at that. See how that's over? See, I'm not very good at, when things are cut perfect, then that's when I can't get them back to being perfect. So that's why I cut things larger so that I can trim them to fit. All right, there we are. Now we've got that one. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing with this one. I'm going to pull this one down. I'm going to put my glue on two sides. And I'm just going to shut it, just like that. Now, I have one more to do. It's the back one. So I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to go ahead and put my glue all the way down on my pocket, and then shut it. And then I have got my project finished. Now I have this beauty. It will fit right here. I have this one. It will fit right here. And I have this one. And this one will fit right here. Oh my goodness. Isn't that adorable? Now, let's go ahead and decorate this quickly. This is a cluster that we made right here. And I thought that it would be very attractive if maybe I did a little bit of extra. I'm just going to cut that. I'm not cutting it straight. I'm ripping that one. And I'm just going to cut a piece. And I'm not doing it straight. I'm just kind of, making it. See how this one was already there, but I cut that one. So that one's not straight, and I like it that way. And I'm just going to kind of layer it up a little bit to see exactly how I want this. I think That will look wonderful. So let's go ahead and let's just get this on. Just adding a little glue. Add my glue on the back. And I'm just going to place it right here. Oh my goodness, isn't that sweet? And we used a cluster and a couple of little scrappy pieces of fabric and net and lace, and we made it work. And I absolutely love this. So when you put it onto your page, on your cover, on the inside of the cover, you can just do your glue. Put your glue down. I'm having a hard time with my words today. Put your glue down on this side, and this side, so 3 sides, and then place it down, and then you would have one more tuck spot, and that would be number 4. So let's go ahead and let's put together this one, because I felt like that one was a little bit discombobulated, and I don't like the feeling I had trying to explain that one. So let's start again. So this is a piece of cardstock, and it's double-sided. This one is a little, one less step because it's double-sided. And I have cut it to approximately 7 inches by 4 inches, 7 by 4. I turned it up to, and this will be our first pocket. Then you'll want to select something that's different than this print. So I selected this one because there's a little pink going on there. And I like this side best because I just did. So this is my next one. And this piece is, once again, 4 inches by, it's about 2 3/4. It's just not quite 3. So it fits right there. Then our last one, which is our big pocket. And what I like about these is these pockets, like, all right, this one you can hold something that's a little deeper than this. This one, it's graduated. So the pockets are full. They're full pockets that you can put. You could put this one in, the last one, see how much bigger that one is, and then this one, and then you could put a smaller one. These are my things that I made for this one. So I just think that that's wonderful, that they're full pockets. You can put things all the way down in. Now what I did was I took and I just marked my 3 pockets halfway. I brought in my 1/2 inch circle punch. I punched out my little notches that it's not necessary. I just think it looks really cute. Then at this point in time, I brought in my Sharpie and I inked. I did my Sharpie first, and all I do is I get a Sharpie that has the chisel edge. So that has the chisel edge, and I just take my piece and I lay the Sharpie right on the edge, and I just move it over the top so it gets that dark line. After I do this, I take my ink and I ink it up. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I did round the corners, and I inked and I used my marker. Now I'm ready to glue this all together. So I'm going to see if I can do a little better job. Maybe a little paper clip will help me hold it in place. I think so. There. So now I'm just going to place the glue on the part that I folded up and glue the first one. So the first one's glue. Move my paper clip up, pull this one down, the second one down. Go ahead and put the glue on the side here, and then fold this one up, and then we're going to do the last one. So pull the last one down. See how simple this is? This is so simple and easy, and it just turns out So beautiful. And we place that one down. All right, to decorate this one, I have one of our wax seals that we made. I have a little bit of ribbon, and I have a Tracy Fox label. Oh, I can see that I did not fix my label. So let me fix my label very quickly here. You can see how I do this. I just kind of turn my marker and just lay it on the edge and apply my ink, and then I bring in my vintage photo and I just ink around like that, and there we are. It's beautiful. So I think I'd like to lay maybe this down first, and I'm thinking I want to lay it like on its side. I'm thinking maybe something like this. So I'm going to hold it right here while I put my glue right underneath, just like that. There we go. Got that down. Now I think I want to do it like this. So I'm going to put this one down next. So I'm going to put my label down next, place it underneath the ribbon. Okay. And then now this hot glue, if it's real hot, it will melt your wax. So I'm going to give it just a second while I tell you that these prints that I've cut and inked around are from My Porch Prints, and it just fits right here. Now we didn't put risers this time. If you want to put risers, you can, but I just felt like this project really didn't call for a riser because of how we laid them on top of each other. But if you want to put a riser, there's no reason why you can't do that. So now I'm going to add my little wax seal. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at that. And this was the first one that we made. And then here's one that I made. It's in the rusty tones. Isn't that different? And then I have one more with the butterflies, and I used a little glossy accents on them so they kind of, they shine. Oh goodness gracious, you guys, I absolutely love this project. Now let's have our drawing for Happy Mail. So what's this all about? This is about helping me spread happiness, and all you have to do is comment in the most recent hashtag Cathy Sewing Happiness. It has to be the most recent. Every Sunday we have a drawing. If you comment your act of kindness in a video that we've already had the drawing, you won't get in the fishbowl. Most recent video, hashtag Cathy Sewing Happiness, you tell me your act of kindness towards another person. You will get in the fishbowl. What do you win if your name is drawn out? You will win Happy Mail from me to you as my way of paying it forward. And newsflash, the Happy Mail is in the mail, and you will be receiving it soon. I had quite a pile. I like to get a pile together because the post office is not that close to me, and it's kind of a little bit of a drive. So I get a stack of them. I mail them all at once. It's just much easier, but look in your mailbox if you were one of the winners and you haven't received your Happy Mail yet. All right, so who is the winner of hashtag Cathy Sewing Happiness this week? Here we are. Here's the winner right here. Now, you have to, if you win, if your name is here, you have to give me your address or I can't give you your Happy Mail. So down below, I will tell you how you're going to get your address to me. All right. Lenny Daniels. Lenny, you have won Happy Mail from me to you as my way of paying it forward. Oh, you guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.